But when you start saying things like, I don't care and I don't, look, we're on this show.
It's because you have no background in it.
Now look, I know I got good right? But I know doesn't taste good, so I don't have to try it.
So why,
even if
so
we
why,
don't
if
agree,
it is about the bigger community, why are you talking about things you're not actually based in?
Why are you?
What does a skeleton have to do if I feel like a man? What does it have to do?
Because it's not based on your feelings.
Oh,
having a lesbian mom don't give you a background, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Having a lesbian mom don't have your background, bro.
I'm not citing a lesbian mama.
Yep,
It's my
but that's
background.
what you cited earlier.
Welcome back to the Be Free Show, everybody. My name is Brian Terada, and today we are asking the question, do lesbians and straight men think the same? I would rather be gay than straight.
Where did you stay?
Oh, I moved a little bit over to the I would rather be gay than straight. But
wait, I'm on the wrong side. Sorry, should have been following you.
It looks like more so the gay people are good with being straight, or with gay, and then straight people not so much. So how come?
well, that makes sense.
I just do not like dick. I can't get over it. It's a real hard barrier for me. And if that is ever a point of entry into it, I can't. It's off the table.
We can probably relate to that.
Yeah, well, we don't want dick either, so we got a commonality there. So there's that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Point of entry was an interesting
Yeah, that
use
was
of
an
words
interesting way to
there.
describe
It was
that.
intentional. It was. Yeah.
I like where I'm at. You know, it's being a lesbian is cool. Women are great. You know, I don't have any problems. Yeah, I know you can agree.
Big agree.
We
Yep.
can both agree on that. You know, you like
That's a
women.
fact.
We like women.
Fact.
We need to go out together. I can wing for you. You can wing for me.
Right.
Let's do it. Like I love being on this side. Women are beautiful creatures, and
I mean, for myself, obviously, I definitely agree with him. I haven't experienced dick yet, so I can't, but I just know that I'm confident in saying that I don't like it, as he was saying. But no, just agreeing with T, for sure. Women have always been my thing. So with that being said, no problem with anybody what they're into. I just know what I'm into, and so this is why I'm here right here.
I mean, like he was saying, he was saying that he hasn't tried dick. I have tried dick, and so I can confidently say that I like it over here.
To clarify for the straight guys, you'd rather be straight than gay, but would you rather be you as a gay man, or would you rather just be a lesbian if you had to be gay?
Easily rather be, if you're saying I have to be like a woman, yeah, of course, I'd rather be a lesbian. Now look, I know I got good dick, right? But I understand it, because I was gonna say it's like, I know shit doesn't taste good, so I don't have to try it. But what I'm saying is, as good as I know my dick is, I just know that it doesn't matter. That's not gonna ever appeal to me. But I do understand it, whether if I'm a man or a woman, however I was born, I'm gonna like women, because that's what I'm into at the end of the day, regardless. So,
I mean,
respectfully, but at the end of the day, right?
frankly, I do think I'd make a better gay man than a lesbian. I am already so associated with gay culture through so many people in my life. When I was growing up, my mom's a lesbian. Back and forth banter that I have with fellow gay friends of mine and stuff, the sassiness between us. I have gotten a lot of questions from people in the gay community being like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I'm absolutely sure. But I definitely think I would pass more as a gay man than as a lesbian woman.
that's fair.
But I would probably be one of the gay men who never has sex and just goes out, drinks a bunch, and is super sassy with everybody. Yeah.
I got you.
That's absolutely what I would be.
I would bring my child to a pride parade. Maybe 13 and under.
Oh, well,
Depends on, it depends on the pride parade.
I've been to the West Hollywood Pride parades. You see a lot of stuff. So I feel like just as
That's why I'm standing over here.
so just it's just more
why I'm right
about
here.
the explicitity in general.
All right, everybody, it's time to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Flint's Mints. Dry mouth sucks, but Flint's Mints make your mouth water and sparkle. Flints are for dry mouth from a variety of things, like smoking, cannabis, coffee, meds, anxiety, and just for fun. They come clearly in a variety of flavors, including sour tangerine and cinnamon ginger, snowy pine and luxury grape, cool watermelon and lemon, cherry and strawberry magic, and of course, mint. Now, each one of these flavors also comes in a variety of strength as far as how much it's gonna make your mouth water. So I'm gonna do a little taste test. We're gonna try the cool watermelon, which is the lowest F strength at 100, and the cinnamon ginger, which has the highest strength at F strength 300. By the way, one of my favorite things about these mints is you open it like that. Pop it out. Oops, I got two. Oh well. And by the way, look at the shape of this thing. It's like a little seashell. That's a good flavor. Okay, I can't help but bite it. Okay, my mouth is getting a little bit watery. Not super watery, but a little bit. Can I show you my spit? Sorry, that was gross. My apologies. Okay, that was really good. I would say that one is more focused on the flavor than the mouth watering effect, which is why it's the lowest strength. But now it's time to try the F strength 300 cinnamon ginger. Here we go. Easy to slide. Pop it in my hand. Ow. Ooh, picante. Kind of tastes like Christmas. Oh, wow. Ooh, yep. That is a mint that is 3 times more powerful than the last mint that I tried. For sure. I just feel like I drink a whole cup of water. And it tastes good, wow. By the way, the mouth watering usually kicks in after a few minutes and then it lasts for about 2 to 10 minutes. Perfect timing. So thank you, Flint's Mints, for sponsoring this video, and be sure to click the link down below to try them for yourself. What have you seen?
I guess if they're under the age of maybe 12, I wouldn't want to see, like, you see a lot of naked people. You see a lot of girls with very little, they sometimes just have a little bit of tape on their nipples, or you see a lot of men with just a little bit of, you know, what do you call those? A jock strap or something like that?
Even
Like a G-string or something.
Yeah, just that. Yeah. So that's, I guess, what I mean.
I said I think it depends on the pride.
Yeah.
Because I was raised in Lansing, Michigan. I was brought to Pride Parade by my single mom all through when I was growing up. So like I was going to Pride as young as like 6, 7 years old. Yeah. And like it was a big part of like my development also as a child, like seeing that there's more than just my mom and a couple of her friends. It's like the community. A city block. It's a parade. Like I think that's important for kids as well. Maybe they shouldn't be there for the full thing, or like when it gets too late or some shit. Some prides, I do think WeHo Pride is like, I guess that's pretty out there.
That's the one
I think.
That I'm thinking of. There's even like, I grew up in this small town in like Western New York, and they had this like kind of like park thing where it was like a family like day, and then there was also like the Buffalo Parade, which I didn't go to until I was in high school, but I would go to like, you know, the park stuff, and I feel like exposing children to the community is extremely important, but again, just certain aspects in any circumstance is up to the parents to decide.
I also think, and I've seen this suggested before, I think that there should be like daytime pride and like nighttime pride. Where, like,
I agree, because I like both.
Kind of like more after hours.
I would be at
stuff.
both.
It used to be, but now it's just one big party from
that would be
the
fun.
morning to the end.
Because then you can bring your family at in the daytime and then go hard at night.
Yeah, exactly.
I strongly disagree, because I've been to the prides, and that's why I'm over here. I just wouldn't want to expose my kids to something like that. Like, everyone's coming out and doing their thing, and that's great, but it lost that community sense, and it became like a playground for adults to adult. And I wouldn't want to expose my kid to that level of adulting until they're of age where they can handle it maturely. That's just my opinion.
I think for me, I just disagree, because I think that the Gay Pride Parade is like, it's meant for adults. I just feel like it's just something that's meant for adults, and I think kids are kids and adults are adults. And so, no, I wouldn't bring my children to the parade, but that's not a diss on anyone.
No diss taken.
Love it. Yeah, I was at Pride last year, and one of the floats in the parade in WeHo.
Giant dick, probably.
Was it the dong
was a
float
giant
with
dick.
all the?
I know it was.
I didn't even see that one.
It was a giant dick.
Just giant dicks. Everything is just, as soon as you get the
I
WeHo
thought it was
Pride, it's
hilarious,
just dicks
but-
everywhere. And it's like, we get it. Everyone here likes
If
dick.
I had a few young
but
kids,
put some
I
of the
probably
dicks
wouldn't.
away. Please. Like, there's dicks
Or
everywhere.
at least give us a
Some
vagina
variety.
float.
You know, it's
Hide the
never as many
children's eyes.
badges as it is. Like, just straight schlong
Right,
as soon
on
as you get
everything,
over
I'm
there.
with you on that. Let's go.
like dick
Right, we gotta even it out.
Even
just
it
easier
out.
to, like,
Even it
draw.
out. WeHo. Even it out. WeHo.
CT, have you been to a Pride
Yes,
Parade before?
for sure. A couple
Which
of them.
one?
I've been to the one in West Hollywood a few times.
What'd you think?
I'm with a lady who's into women as well, so that's always been a part of the thing. It's never been something that I'm not used to or unfamiliar with, so to speak. So yeah, I'm definitely much into that as far as that part of it. So like I said, I really empathize, so to speak, with lesbians as well. So definitely we're good, as well as sympathize for sure.
Lesbians are cooler than straight men. CT
I
like,
mean, I gotta at least agree a
He in the
little
middle.
bit.
He in the middle. He got a taste of both worlds.
I
man.
gotta agree
ain't
a
mad
little
at
bit,
you.
or like, where is the confidence?
I don't know, cause I'm
I hard
kind
agree
of,
with that shit, man.
kind of torn on this one.
Most
'cause-
straight dudes are trash.
Yeah, you know what? Give me some on that. Cause can I get a fist bump?
I don't fist
Okay, all right. Bump myself. Sorry, no worries. Left me hanging. Thank you.
I would say 85% of men in general, however you want to define it, are trash, just in general. You can look at, and I can say this if I may, every world war ever, most STDs, hereditary, a lot of genetic diseases, a lot of sexism, racism, all of this stuff, that has plagued the world in general negatively comes from males. And a lot of those would be more straight males. And there's women in general, lesbian or not, would have to have like a 500-year run of just destruction to even get close to catching up. So from that perspective,
500 years
I'd have to go with that.
Say about that.
No, of course.
I think men are expected to speak out more, and I think that there's probably plenty of women who have the same opinions as men, and they don't speak out. Women, I think, for like the majority, are more like quiet about their ideas and like what they think you should.
And if I may, you can look this up, fact check me. When a male is with a woman, however they identify sexually, he's pleased almost 90% of the time. When a woman is with a male sexually, she's pleased about 45% of the time. And when a woman's with another woman, it's more like 80%. So from that point alone, women are cooler because y'all doing your job a little bit better. So
That's fact.
I got to give y'all that.
That's fact.
We're doing
Okay.
our work, our homework.
That's hard.
I also want to say I have met far more absolutely dog shit straight dudes than I have met like even remotely problematic lesbians. The shit that I hear from some dudes, especially in locker rooms and shit like that, is some of the most disgusting, abhorrent shit I've ever heard in my motherfucking life.
I've not been in men's locker room, so I have no idea.
You ain't been in there?
I would rather have 2 moms than 2 parents of the opposite gender.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Obviously, it's hypothetical. You have to have each. I have a wonderful father, obviously a wonderful mother. But just going off of statistics and things, since almost 70% of single parent family households are female led, a third of those being grandmothers. But just in general, the fact that, again, the average woman, I like to say, is more of a third person perspective thinking type of person, where if something affects them, if they're uncomfortable, they're thinking about not only themselves, but their kids or their job, how it affects everything around them, as opposed to when a man, especially when you look up the incarceration rate between males versus females, men make decisions more on a whim that aren't necessarily positive when it comes to how it affects, you know, their families and everything. So from that perspective, if it has to be 2 people raising a kid that's gonna be more responsible in their decision making, I'm gonna say I'd rather have 2 moms.
Drag story hour is appropriate for children.
What is that? Can I ask?
Where drag queens go into like elementary schools and read books to children in the library.
Can we get a clarification on what you mean by children? What's the age?
Elementary school.
So like as young as 6, 7, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably
if you have
5 to
Barney
10.
going into class and reading to kids, if you have Barney going into a class reading to kids, I don't know why you can't have.
It's also creepy because Barney was a pedophile.
One, I think a lot of children are not able to tell. I mean, also, if any of you have gone to a Shakespearean play or go to a Shakespearean play, like there is an incredibly high likelihood you will see men dressed as women or women dressed as men, and you will probably have a pretty damn hard time telling that. Even if you're relatively close to some of these individuals. I've been face to face with actors in makeup and have only found out after the show, talking with them, that they were female.
But it's called, isn't it the drag brunch? So they'll be aware, or not brunch, but drag. It's called
Drag story time or
drag
something
story
along those
time.
lines,
So
yeah.
they know, right?
They'll be, it's in the marketing.
Yeah. So
It's
they
in the
are
marketing.
aware that it is a drag person, I
Yeah.
believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's,
No, it's not a
he's
certain
talking about what has occurred a handful of times across the country, which is literally just men dressing in drag, going to like an elementary school and reading to the children. I do not see anything wrong with that. There's nothing sexualized about the individual's appearance. There's They're not reading any sexualized material. If you look at photos of World War I and World War II, drag was incredibly common, especially amongst the Navy, which is part of why the Navy has a reputation as being on the fruitier side these days still. What's also wild is that that also led to the CIA literally like tailing Navy members into the YMCA to like out them as being gay. There's a whole documentary about that.
Okay, can I just read the first verse of the YMCA song really quick?
Yeah.
Because that was like, I was like, wait a second, let me think about these lyrics, and I'm shocked. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. Fine. I said, young man, because you're in a new town, there's no need to be unhappy. Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there, and I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time.
Yep.
Very highly
Wow!
suggestive.
MCA.
On everything. They be talking
And
that
that was
shit too.
developed during that time.
They was wild.
They be talking about rap now. They be going in, right?
That's
on
CT.
everything.
CT's like, how many times have I sung that song?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
My thing, just to speak on it real quick, is more so the age. I just do feel like my parents, when we went to the movies, didn't want me to see just two naked people in general. I'm not equalizing just dressing up in drag as being naked, but there were some violent movies. She didn't even want you to see like somebody getting their neck slashed. So I just feel like for the age, I just feel like it's inappropriate in general because these are decisions you make as an adult. I mean, obviously there are parents who are a little bit more open and free with their kids, but I would feel like just in general, just like there are some parents who let their kids watch and do whatever, there are a lot of parents who aren't gonna let their kids make that decision. So I feel like if you're introducing that to your kids, which is rightfully so, they should be a little bit older when they're able more so to make that decision. I feel like that's an adult decision.
I mean, within that though, you still have high schoolers who, by necessity of the production, have to dress up as the opposite gender. Their family, their younger siblings, they see them performing in that outfit, and then after the show, they go out and they talk to them in that outfit. They get hugs from everybody, like they are being culturally recognized, societally recognized for this drag outfit that they're in.
Well, usually their outfits are a little bit different than I guess like the Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's more exaggerated.
Because like I grew up watching Shakespeare. I performed in Twelfth Night. I grew up like watching it when I was a kid. Midsummer Night's Dream, everything, and they wear tights and like wigs and everything. But I will say it is a little different than what a drag queen would wear. I guess that's just what I'm.
And it could pose, for my opinion, it could have posed a lot of questions for the kids. Me being me and masculine presenting, I get kids ask me all the time, are you a boy or are you a girl? So if they will ask me just in casual conversation or just when they see me, I can only imagine the questions that they may have for some of their parents. I just feel like some of the drag reading should be based on the parents. If that's something that they allow in their household and want their kids to see, great. But if a parent declines, then it should just be that, and it shouldn't be just like this on thing. Like every parent should have the right to what they do expose their kids to, especially in a controlled environment like a school. That is something that should be thought about from both sides of the coin, not just moving one agenda forward and not being mindful of the other side of the coin.
For me, like it would be depend on their outfit, I guess. Just because for me, it is mostly just like the sexual aspect, and I know it's just it's not about being like a drag queen that is sexual, but just their outfits usually are a little bit more sexual.
Yeah, like are you Bob the drag queen, or are you give us Tu Wong Fu? Like what are you giving us? Because there's spectrums to drag.
I never questioned Wesley Snipes.
I guess I've just never seen what it would look like. So in my head, it's a little different.
I give you that. That's a fact.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and thank you to these amazing lesbians and straight men for that conversation, and we'll see you next time. Bye.